Hi, in this new video I review Salabox. It is a hitbox that is a controller suitable for fighting games, with upgradable firmware based on GP2040 CE. Let's now proceed to the unboxing. The package is well protected by bubble wrap. There's an invitation card outside. Now let's see what's inside the box. Here is a good quality USB Type-C cable, a bag of rubber tips and a keycap puller to replace the buttons. After opening the last protection, we find our Salabox. As a first step, I proceed to insert the supplied rubber pads under the controller. This allows me to keep the controller stable on the table. Done. I connect the USB Type-C cable to the notebook, and then, to the controller, to test the buttons. And now I'll show you the hotkeys. Input mode. You can change the controller compatibility, from direct input to X input and so on. Y-axis flip mode. Using a hotkey, you can swap the buttons from up down to down up. Mapping switch button. Using a slide switch on the side, you can change the button's profile to a custom one. The button is not assigned anything, but you can change it using the web configurator that we'll discuss later. Direction mode. Here you can choose between using the digital pad or emulating one of the joystick's analog sticks. SOCD cleaning mode. In case of simultaneous opposing cardinal directions, you can choose between neutral, up priority or last input priority. Turbo mode. A help for your shooting games is the turbo mode. You can choose the turbo buttons by pressing the turbo button at the same time the button you want to become turbo. You can also adjust the speed as you see it. RGB LED settings. One of the features of this hitbox is the RGB LED lighting of the buttons. You can change the animation as you see, then the brightness. And finally the parameters. The parameters are adjusted based on the previously set animation, as I'm doing. Web configurator. You can access the controller's configuration via an internet browser. The web configurator allows you to change many more settings than those offered by the hotkeys already discussed. Pin mapping. Keyboard mapping. Profile settings. LED configuration. Custom LED theme. Display configuration. Add-ons configuration. Macro. And finally data backup and restoration to save config. Firmware update. Now I'm proceeding with the firmware update. I downloaded the latest version available from the Fighting Box website. Just follow the procedure listed. There are 2 steps. And once the Salabox disconnects, the update is complete. The controller is now running version 0.7.8. With this update, the web configurator has changed. Every page is different from the one we saw previously, from the settings page to macro configuration. Essentially, you can find some more parameters than before, and also some bugs will have been fixed. Okay, I'll restart the controller. I tried several arcade titles and the Salabox performed really well, especially in fighting games where it expresses its maximum potential. As mentioned at the beginning, that Salabox firmware is based on the GP2040 microcontroller and has shared source code on the GitHub platform, so the developer community can fix any bugs or add new features. Here you can find previous versions of compiled firmware and their sources compressed in two well-known formats. It is very simple to replace the button caps, using the provided keycap puller. The cheapest place to find a hitbox like Salabox is AliExpress or Alibaba. I purchased the Salabox on AliExpress, where you can often use the highest value discount coupons depending on the time of year. Merchants who use Alibaba can purchase large quantities at bulk prices. Well, I hope you enjoy my video, and please, like it.